Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, this is us. There we go. We were on a screen. It was like Inception there for a moment. So good to be back in your company. Thank you so much for tuning in. Time to catch up with some entertainment news. Looking at the streets at the moment, I'm guessing some heavy hitters today.
Heavy hitters. Another emotional roller coaster as per usual. Let's start up with some local news. One of my favorite people, because of her incredible broadcasting career, Anele Mdoda, really has gone through something that I wouldn't wish upon anybody. Basically, she was traveling around and caught an e-hailing service, right? And then she chose this option because as you go up in terms of the class of car you want, you can choose the option of temperature, you can choose the option of don't talk to me, because maybe you just want to relax a little bit. And she chose the option of do not talk to me. And the driver obviously took offense to this, and he then threatened her very violently on the topic of sexual assault. And, you know, if that happened to her, men in her country would do things to her to kind of teach her a lesson. And that was just incredibly inappropriate, as you can imagine. Her safety in that moment is definitely being threatened at the time.
Terrified.
She grabbed her phone out, pretended she was on an Instagram Live, but was actually recording the interaction, just to get some sort of receipts and evidence, because as we know, women don't often get believed in these situations. So,
you know, and not quite to that degree. My wife went through a similar sort of experience where she was just, she was kicked out of the car and just left on the side of the street in a very bad area as a result. And I think it was done on purpose in that sense. But you're enclosed in a car, and there is something terrifying just about that proximity with a stranger. I mean, hopefully the particular e-hailing platform has made a massive and very big and very kind of vocal or visible move.
I mean, they did respond and they said they don't stand for any of this, but that, I don't know, talking versus action. I feel like there needs to be a greater vetting service when it comes to bringing people on. She also went ahead and tweeted, or X'd, however you phrase it, that police are also now getting involved. And some people are saying, you know, that happens to all women, you know, it's happened to me before.
Doesn't make it okay.
It doesn't make it okay. And also, why not bring this out as a public example of what happens to women on the daily?
I think it's a perfect sentiment, exactly that. I mean, I know some of these e-hailing services do have some good vetting processes, and there is ways to get accountability. So I think that is great. But again, I think what's more important here is the conversation that this is actually opening up. The fact that women can't feel safe anywhere anymore. I mean, how are you supposed to do your life? How are you supposed to transport, get logistics done if you don't trust taxis, you don't trust buses, you don't trust trains?
You can't
walk.
You
can't trust...
I saw a young woman on the way into work this morning. Obviously, it's still dark. Got dropped off by a taxi on a significant main road, and watching the fear on this poor woman's face as she had to walk 2 blocks. And now the drivers on the road are all just moving slowly so that we can kind of chaperone her to that spot. On what world? And what?
Are we asking people to risk their lives just to get to work? Is that what it's come down to?
Or just to go up the streets. I mean, certain neighborhoods are a little bit, you know, scarier than others, and you've got to be street smart. You also have to carry things on you. Like, I've got a taser. I've just got, I don't know weapons, but, you know, I can fight. I'm going to learn how to fight. Pepper spray?
You've got a taser. You just enjoyed saying that out loud too much. I think you have a taser.
I need to learn how to use it properly though, before I tase myself.
He is ready to test.
I don't want to. Let's not practice.
Let's not. Let's also not call on danger. Touch my forehead, touch my forehead.
Anele, we love you, man. So.
Yeah, Anele, thank you so much for putting yourself on the line there. Speaking about local news, let's get into Ricky Rick. I can't believe this. We've gotten to a point now where we're enjoying something posthumously, and it's his album, Boss Zonke Forever. Because yes, we want to celebrate him for as long as we can. It drops on the 4th of April, and his wife, Bianca Naidu, came out with this track list, and it's so incredible, the different artists on there. Focalistic, Elaine, Casper Nyovest. The collaborations are crazy.
You can't imagine anyone turning this down, except for the pressure of being on something like this. Because you know. I mean, this is something extra special. But for the artists involved, because his story was kind of peaking, and it felt like he was about to give us this kind of contribution to South African music, to global music. So I'm so glad that they've done this.
Yeah,
I'm
and just
so
honored
so
his
happy.
legacy,
Yeah.
honored his time here.
It's exactly that. It's such a beautiful, let's call it a tribute, I think,
is a
from
tribute,
everybody
yeah.
around you in the industry, paying homage to an absolutely incredible soul that had such good impact on us all. So I think this is going to be something that impacts us when we listen to it in more days than one, and I know we're all looking forward
Well,
to it.
they better
So-
make a lot of happy songs on this album because it's going to be a tough,
I'm already
tough
getting
road.
emotional.
I know, it's going to
So
be
before you listen, like,
Take a moment. Take a
Play.
moment. Can you believe it's been 3 years since he's passing? Like, it is so shocking to me.
ways.
What an incredible soul as well. So I can't wait to be celebrating this forever and ever and ever, like his wife has said. So thank you for the music, is all we can say. All right, let's get into somebody that has passed away. Yesterday, we broke up the news. I did on radio as well. Roberta Flack is no longer with us. An incredible musician that has given us way too much music that we even deserve. Also, Grammy-winning music at that too. She just had a blend of jazz, soul, pop, and R&B, kind of like genre-bending music, you know? Killing Me Softly, one of her songs.
I was going to say genre-defining
Genre-defining music?
I think it's a period of music where very few voices dictated where the whole music industry, certainly in that lane, was going to go. And she was, I mean, it's Roberta Flack.
Come on, it's Roberta.
Oh,
She had so
wow.
many singles, Killing Me Softly, The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face. I mean, the list just continues to go on. And she passed away at 88 years old. So a good life, a long life, a beautiful life.
Number one, yeah. I jaw to every single Roberta Flack remix in
Come
those
on.
garage
I whipped the Fugees out
on,
yesterday and played my
yes.
son. The Killing Me Softly. Yeah, like the threads that artist started. Yeah, that's
Thank you,
incredible.
thank you.
And especially within color culture, I mean, we know every single song at every 21st, 70th. Tonight I celebrate my love for you. The closer I get to you, I mean, the list just continues. I know I'm bringing back
How
the
many
Israel.
babies have been born as a
man.
result of?
How many you and I
I think I might be a Roberta Flack baby, actually. Think about it.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is where we leave your entertainment news on a sad but a good note, regardless.
Both of you have been thinking this whole time if there is an option for me to say, please, I just don't want to talk. I just want to go and sit in silence. Crazy stuff in the world of entertainment. It does bring to bear that even if they are super famous, they are people and they deserve our love and respect.